Hey guys, how you doing? We got a little something here I got to show you. Something very, very naughty going on here. I got the camera set up right there, the old Browning camera. Yes, somebody's pooping on Mommy's carpet. She's not happy. So, you know, it's my job to please everybody. So I have to, get her done. So there it is. That's the old SD live trap. By the way, I'm going to brag on this trap. This is the best trap in the USA right here. Bar none. This is it. I built it. And it's the best. Alright? I'm bragging today. Okay? You know why? Because I'm right. This is the best trap out there. There it is. Alright, let's see what we get tonight. In there, I have an eggshell. I dropped one egg in there. Got some sardines in there. I got a couple pieces of bacon. I got a little piece of bacon there. I got a little piece of bacon there. I got a piece of bacon there with a little bacon grease smeared on it. I got a little sardine right there. Alright? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you who this belongs to. This naughty stuff. But, yeah. When I catch this critter, he's going to get a little ride out of here. To a better place. So, yeah. Let's just see how this goes. I'll see you guys in the morning at daybreak. And we'll see what kind of critter we got. We'll catch you in the morning. Having a good night's sleep. Be thinking of my trap going off when your dreams tonight. Think about my critter going into this trap. The best trap in the USA. See you in the morning. Bye-bye. Hey guys. How's it going? Thanks for stopping back in. Had a success story last night. You knew I was going to do it, didn't you? You knew I was going to get him. Outfoxing the fox. Yes. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. Let's just see what we got here. Oh, look at there. That sneaky little gray fox. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you're looking at me, aren't you? And you're real naughty. See here, he's been very naughty. He's been pooping all over the carpet on the front porch. And by the way, Mommy made me throw this carpet out. Yeah. So he's coming in. We got the little culprit here. Let's click to the next one. He's walking around here. Oh, he's coming over here. See what I did? I put that bait out there right in front. Put a little bacon. I put a little sardine action. And then I put some more. Smeared a little bacon grease on the landing there and on the floor pan and all. Okay? Let's click the next one. Now he's coming around the back. He's checking things out. And see with this trap, it's heavy enough. This trap is heavy enough because I've got the 2x4 border around here that has got the rods attached. And I've also got 1/2 wire around to where this chain comes down at the end of the floor pan right here, attached to the 1/4-inch rod running here. And see, he's working at that. Let's back it up here. He's working at it, but he can't get it. He can't get in there. So he's going to come around here. And he came around too quick here. I was hoping we could get him walking in and the door slamming down on him. But see, he's already in here. The door is down. He's in here. We have outfoxed the fox. All right? So let's see what we got next. Now he's getting a little freaky. Now watch him work this door. I've had all kind of doors on these traps. that I've made them out of all kind of materials, old stop sign material. I've taken wood, plywood, and I've covered it with wire. I've done all kinds of stuff, but nothing's really been kind of what I would call bulletproof. This plastic piping that I've used on this door and on this floor pan has made this trap the best trap in the USA, guys, right here. It is friggin' bulletproof. They don't chew it up. I've had some big bore coons. I've probably caught at least 20 in this since I made this design. And all the other attempts that I've done, even the store-bought ones and all, they will rip and tear at these doors and rip this floor pan out. So you're spending more time fooling around rebuilding your trap. I have not done anything to this trap to catch critters. So that's that. We've outfoxed the fox. So guess what? I'm going to take you outside in the daylight out here, and I'll give you some numbers on this trap so you can build one yourself, and you too can be a pro trapper like old Steve-O. See you in a few. Okay guys, outside here. Wanted to show you this trap, give you some dimensions, get your pencil pad ready, and let's go for it here. By the way, I took that fox about 10 miles east here and released it in a big forest so it can play out there instead of on my front porch. So anyway, let's go over these numbers here. The trap is 12 inches wide, 12 inches, 12 by 12. The wire comes out to, I think I made it 31 inches. 31 inches length. Okay. The plastic door, which is, by the way, this is sewer pipe. I think it's STR 35. It's sewer pipe. You see the wall thickness of it. The wall thickness of this pipe is 3/16 roughly, and it measures 11.5 wide by 11 tall. Okay. This rod in here that floats up and down is quarter inch hot roll is all it is. Cheap. It's 18.5 inches, quarter inch. There's a couple of fender washers on here, and what you do is put a couple fender washers on here and lay it on the vise and smash it down so they can't get away from it. All this guide here is these fiberglass rods. And you want to get some of these, not only for this, but when you put this trap on the ground to stabilize it, put it not on this side where your horizontal quarter-inch rod is here. Put it on the other side about midway. When you go to stick this in the dirt, because you want this trap stable, especially if you're trapping coon. They will come up, test this trap, and even though this trap's heavy with these 2x4, they'll grab it and work it and sometimes flip it over. With this here, when you stab it in the ground, shove it in the ground about 6-8 inches, that trap is stable then. They don't seem to want to, they'll come up and test it, but that's about it. Let's open up this door here and see what this floor pan dimensions are, because I honestly have forgotten. We've got 11 inches long. I've got this thing 11 inches long and 7.5 inches wide. Okay. Another beauty thing too with these rods, You want to put your bait in this trap, right? What you're gonna do here is you're gonna put your, after you put a little pre-baiting on the outside of the trap, you're gonna set this in on the floor. And to get it to the back, of the trap, you're gonna come in here and hook it under that lip. Just pick it up, move it right to the back. Boom, right there. That's where you want it. Now when you bait this thing, put a little bait right here, put a little bait right here, and the rest of it shoved back there. Now look at this chain, it's attached. All it is attached here. I drilled 1/8 inch holes, took 14 gauge tie wire, that's all this is. And then I put it in 3 points here. And you go underneath with lineman pliers and twist it. Not super tight, but you know, get it down there. Now, you do the same thing here. This is just a little light dog chain, that's all that is. This rod right here that opens the up and down operates this whole deal here, see? You've got this rod here, put this in. Go ahead and put this in, and what I've done here, you just take a nail. I took a roofing nail, drilled 2 holes in here. You just bend this 90 degrees. You take a rat tail file, and you come on the inside, and you just put a slight divot there in that with a rat tail file. You can do that before you mount it to this. Make sure that it's on the inside here to where this comes up. You're going to put this on first. You're going to put this on first, and then you're going to secure the door in here. And all the door is another piece of 1/4 inch rod drilled through here, 1/4 inch, and you just tap it on in, and it'll stay there. The wood swells up, it stays there. And what you've got here is the door's attached only with 3 pieces of 14 gauge tie wire, very simple. You've cut this rod here, drilled through, and I just put a nail in it. That's very secure. And then down here you'll see I put a stop. You got to have a couple of stops for this rod because you don't want it falling way down here. He's able to get out. It's able to get it down here, see? But I've also got it centered here with this screw. Just put a little pilot hole, run that screw, and that's an additional stop for this rod. All right, so that rod needs to float. This whole trap operates with gravity. Very slick system. This rod, 1/4 inch rod again. This guy, let me try to get an accurate read of that number here for you. From the 90 where it bends out is 22.5 inches. It's 22.5 inches from this tip to the other tip, okay? And they're coming down, they're bent. You stick the thing in a vise and bend it out 2 inches here. So that's 22.5 inches from tip to tip. The reason you put this in first at 90, and you just cut 2 nails and you put it on the bench, and then you just cut the nail off a little bit long, just slightly long, and then you take a ball peen hammer and you make a rivet. Basically, that's all you're doing with that. Then you're going to take, once you do that, then you put this in. And all I did here, as you'll notice, I drilled a hole through it and I put a fender washer here. I've cut a slight window here, and from the back of this trap to the front end of this window is about 16 inches from here to here. This rod comes back and shoves up against here, tight up against there. That's where it pivots. You have to have this stop here or this will not work, okay? When you build this trap, something else that worked out slick. when I put this trap on, but I only put a short piece up here. You'll see I've got hog rings here, okay? Then this whole top was opened. Actually, I've got 1/2 by 1 here. This is all 1 inch, and you can see where these big bore coon have worked on this. They bent this up a little bit, but this 1/2 by 1 is tough stuff, guys. It is tough. And actually, look at here. The coon have actually broke one of the welds here on this. I may have to change this out. I got plenty of wire. And if any of these components break out, what I wanted to do is have a top that I could come off so I can go right inside and work on any of these components. All you do is take cutters and cut that out. The handle's super silly, easy, stupid. It's just a piece of wire with a piece of pipe on it, and you just work it till you got a center of gravity, you know, to where it picks up nice. What else? The 2x4s are PT. Use PT lumber on this, otherwise you're not going to get a year out of this trap. You're going to have to redo it. You can get, I've got some of these traps, I've had some of these traps almost 15, 20 years. And as long as you don't get them, you know, in the off season, whatever, you bring them in to where they're not out in the wood, the water and stuff all the time. But what I've done here, I've got a little setback. It's a 1/2 inch roughly to where that rod will run. Actually, that's a little overkill, as you can see. I mean, it's flopping around, but it's plenty good. This trap works perfect. It is just, I've been fooling with these traps since I was a little bitty baby, and I'll tell you what, this one right here is the Cadillac. Looks crude. This trap won't cost you nothing, guys. I mean, you're talking nothing material. You guys have probably got this PT 2x4s laying around the shop. Go down to Lowe's and pick up this wire. You can pick up the fender wash. You can pick up the pipe, the floor pan, and the door. And the way I created the door, you just cut this pipe the length you want. Take a Sawzall, 6-inch sewer pipe, by the way, 6-inch sewer pipe. Cut it the length you want, and then you're gonna take a heat gun and you're gonna just start heating it up until it gets really soft, and then lay it on the shop floor, concrete floor, and put a piece of plywood on it. When it gets real flexible, put a piece of plywood on it, drop a concrete block on it. Come back a half hour, whatever it is, stuff will be cool, and it is tough. And then you cut your side widths. You've already got your length. Same way there, see? That pipe opens up way wider than that piece of floor pan in there. So you can custom make whatever you want on that. That hole you see in that floor pan right there, that's me getting stupid with a 22 on I had to take out a coon. It's about the way, if you're gonna skin these coon out in the winter when their pelts are good and you're selling the meat, don't do a stupid Steve and blow a hole through your pan, okay? It's no big deal. This does not hurt this pan at all. And I thought, well, the coon will start digging on it. It gives them another spot to hook your toes in and start tearing on stuff. But that's it. You guys got any questions on this trap? One of the best traps in the USA right here. You email me, whatever. You got any questions, I'll help you out and get these built. You can actually build these. They're quite expensive. A trap this size here is going to run you, they're up there. I've seen them up there, $78 and $80 and more for these traps. You can get the real cheap ones, but the little cheap ones you get down there with the little flimsy doors on them and all that, them coon just rip them things all to pieces. So there is some other outfits out there, Williams Trap Company, and there's a few others out there, Tomahawk and Have a Heart and all them guys. Yeah, them coon, that Williams Trap Company is pretty good trap. Actually, it's kind of this, I've kind of copied that design on this trap with this door mechanism, but they're an all welded trap. This is something you guys can throw together. No welder, cheap, basic hand tools, and you can get the job done. All right, got any questions, give me a shout out. Be happy. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.